Hello, Soilheads. It's Greg Allison, Green Greg's coming to you live tonight. It is the 29th of May now, 23. Time on deck, excuse me, is 00:5200 hours Central Daylight Time. My friends, North Korea is launching a satellite, so they claim. We have some reason to believe this could be an EMP weapon being launched. Also, you should bear in mind that the Japanese are real concerned about this, a ballistic missile test. And this would not be the first time that North Korea has claimed to be launching a satellite and actually conducted a ballistic missile test. And even if it's not an attack, just the fact they're conducting a test poses the risk of things falling on Japan that they don't want, and also it could be, just further developments of their system. So there's reasons to be concerned about this. So there is an EMP threat from North Korea, and I'll talk about that a little bit more coming up. Also, the sun has just kicked out a big, ginormous, largest of the season CME from the far side of the sun. I showed you last night where there were some big sunspots that we're not exactly directly seeing on the other side of the sun coming around. And bear in mind that the sunspots facing us actually have a huge chance of an X-class solar flare right now. So my friends, buckle up. If you're not getting prepared, what are you doing? It is a propositionist channel to keep you, help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hide. Keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel so you can see what's coming at us. So guys, we got other things to talk about, and it's not all bad news. There is some good news. There is some hope. There are some things that show us signs that in many ways, believe it or not, we're winning. So a lot of people are fatalist in this, prepper homesteading community, thinking, oh my, there's nothing we can do. Oh, there's a lot we can do and a lot we should do. So let's buckle up and get ready for the guys. I'm going to hit the shares here. I'm about to hit the share screens, and we're going to have a look at this stuff. I'm also going to come over here and open up the chat room on my little trusty laptop beside me so I can kind of go back and forth here and see who's in the chat room as I go through this stuff. And bing, bing, bing. Right there it is. And we got 66 in the chat room now. That's very good. I see Stan the Watchman and New Days Coffee Bean. That's a good name. Hey, I'll have a drink on that one, Coffee Bean. Oh, I don't take my sleep lying down. I take it in a cup. All right, guys, be kind, give a like, thumbs up. Thank you, NM Condon. Appreciate that. And an ex New York City prepper. Good to see you here, buddy. Good to see you here. Yeah, if I had anything to do with New York City, I'd have an X in front of it too. I sure would not want to be there. And Keith in Arizona, good to see you in the house. Gail, Leslie, Jennifer, Yvonne. All right, guys, let's get with it here. Japan, concerned by North Korea's plan to launch the satellite. They're talking about doing it between 31 May and 11 June. Now, Japan's immediate concern is that this is a ballistic missile test, and mainly because the re-entry of various stages could hit Japan, or it might be more than a test. So, but they've been given notice that this launch would take place, and apparently it's going to overfly some of the territories of Japan, and that gives them lots of reason for concern, because North Korea has not always been the best at controlling their system. Stuff has failed, but there's reason to be concerned, guys, because North Korea has supposedly launched some satellites in the past, 2 of them, and we have a lot of reason to believe that those aren't real satellites in terms of the peaceful agricultural survey missions they claim they had, for numerous reasons. One of which was they wanted to convince the West that they were doing a legitimate satellite launch of a scientific monitoring satellite, Earth resources satellite. And so they invited James Oberg over there. I've chatted some with James Oberg about this. And James Oberg is a world-renowned, long-time engineer, aerospace engineer, and writer. He's a journalist and a bona fide, real honest-to-God aerospace engineer like myself in that regard. He's been at it longer than I have. I was reading his articles when I was still in high school, and he's still active today. Now, James Oberg was invited. He's the only Western journalist, he's the only Western engineer who's ever invited over into their launch complex. And they thought they would use him, I guess, as some kind of patsy to show that, hey, we're launching a peaceful satellite. So they showed him this satellite. He said, yeah, really, the one he saw looked like a regular scientific satellite. But then he asked them, he says, well, then let me see you install this satellite on the rocket you're about to launch. No, they would not let him see them install that satellite on that rocket. And for that reason, he does not believe that satellite was installed on that rocket. He believes it was all a ploy, that the whole reason they had him over there was to try to hoodwink the West, and he knew better. He saw through it, and he wasn't buying it for a minute. And furthermore, after that satellite launched, it was not communicating down the telemetry that a Earth Resources satellite would be communicating down. In fact, it never communicated down any telemetry. It's like it's sitting up there waiting on some command. Of course, it could have just been a failed satellite, but then again, there's a lot of suspicions about that satellite, and chiefly because the first time the orbit took it over Washington, D.C. was the exact same day that the Metcalf station got hit by some kind of, the Metcalf station is a power substation that serves San Jose, the center of Silicon Valley. There was a dry run type exercise by some people with Kalashnikovs that were going bang, bang at very key selected targets after they'd went in and cut the fiber communications, and it was a top end military style dry run. So says the SEAL team Naval SEAL team that actually inspected the site afterwards. And those guys, whoever it was, got out of there before any law enforcement, anybody got up to the site. So they conveniently went in, did what they wanted to do, and got out in time. To this day, we cannot prove who went there. But at the same time, North Korea had what we call a tramp steamer, the Chung Chung Gang, running around somewhere in the Caribbean or the Gulf of Mexico with two fully erect missiles sitting in their missile launchers and ISO shipping containers. And they just wanted to take it around the Hornblow between South America and Antarctica to get back to North Korea, but the weather would not let them do that. The weather there was real bad, so they tried to sneak it through the Panama Canal, and they buried it under something like 10,000 tons of sugar, and it was still seen. It was apprehended and captured. So the only way we knew that thing was in the Gulf of Mexico, and we know North Korea is very friendly with Venezuela, and they have a lot of operations in and around and with Venezuela, to include missile type things. And it just so happens Iran sells a lot of missiles to North Korea. To Venezuela. What maybe has North Korea sold to Venezuela? We don't know, but we know that North Korea can develop nuclear devices. They do have nuclear devices. Have they shared this? Could Venezuela be the source of such things? I've always postulated that an attack would come from our underbelly down there where we don't have the radars watching, and that was a likely way that we get an EMP attack. And it really struck me odd that Stacy Zavicki had a vision to that effect of two missiles being launched from right offshore of Venezuela. All kinds of denial built about who it could have come from. It could be, if that should happen, it could be from Venezuela, it could be from North Korea, it could be from China, or it could be from Russia, all of which have operations in that area, very extensive, and all of which can mount such a mission and attack us with EMPs from that direction. So a lot of suspicion about that. So the late Dr. Peter Vincent Pry used to teach us that if we get an attack, it'll be a multi-pronged attack, and it will probably start with a hacking attack. And right now, the hacking attacks are going on U.S. military bases, especially Guam, by the Chinese. And I've showed you that in a couple of occasions in the past, over the past week, where that's been detected. And so there's some concern right now. We might be on the cusp of something happening. If somebody ain't doing it, the sun is really acting up. Now, here's another thing that the great Dr. Pry used to teach us, which I've always expected as well myself, that if such an attack were to come, they might do it under the cover of some natural event, like hurricane, and they got a big typhoon hitting out there now, or more likely a solar event. So they would say, oh, the sun did it. So maybe it would be time to coincide exactly with a solar flare. So we might get a true solar flare that could do the job, and it might be assisted by artificial means, or it might be artificial means are set up, and we all think that the sun did it. So, guys, there's a lot of suspicion about all these things. There's a lot of things to be concerned about. If the grid goes down, we are in big trouble, guys. So, guys, this is why you better be ready right now. You better have your eyes wide open, your head on swivel right now. If you ever had them, get ready. Prepare everything you can right now. Don't waste any time about it, because this is serious. We don't know what this event is. Maybe they want another satellite up there. Give them 3. So give them 3 shots to do their dirty deeds if they so choose to do. They could have them right behind one behind, these orbits could be close enough that, I don't know, maybe all 3 could at one point cover the United States at the same time, or just have one over us at the right time to closely coincide with a solar CME. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So these are things to be concerned about. That's all I got to say about it. This is something to really, really pay attention to, because we are about to send THAAD missiles over to to South Korea, to guard South Korea against ballistic missiles from North Korea into South Korea, because South Korea is really concerned that they might get nuked, and this would be the defense against them. It's a THAAD system, theater. They changed the name of it. It used to call it the Theater High Altitude Defense. It's got a new name, that the same acronym. But anyway, so the THAAD system, just like the Patriot system, just like the ballistic missile that's located at Fort Greely now, was all developed at Redstone Arsenal, and the HIMARS were all developed at Redstone Arsenal, where I've been working for a long time, guys. So, NASA Marshall Space Flight Center is located on Redstone Arsenal. So, guys, this is some interesting news. Maybe they want to preempt this. I think, well, before America gets their defenses there, before we get our submarines over there, they might decide to attack and get it while the getting's good. I don't know, guys. So, Micro Hotel in New York. What is that, the Watchman? What is that all about, the Watchman? Margaret. Oh, okay. So, just like I was talking about, the sun, guys. So they're talking about this sunspot 3315. We'll look at the solar disk right here. Well, if it comes up, click it again. My memory may be shot here. Let's see if was our memory too high. No, it should open. Here we go. Just a little bit. Internet's a little slow on us tonight here, guys. Give me a second here. Dina, hello, how you doing? All righty. Jason Watchman, guess the question is, will they stand to fight their countrymen when the troops come in? Yeah, who all's in that hotel? Are the sleeper cells built? We sure have had a lot of military-aged people coming over from China. I understand a lot of people would want to get away from that system over there. But when you got so many military-aged guys coming across, you guys say, are they all really coming here for peaceful purposes? What about all the land their military bases they've been buying? The technology they've got in our critical infrastructure systems right now, where we bought it from China. Trump had passed a executive order saying, hey, no more Chinese components going into our critical infrastructure systems here. And on day one, President Potato Head decided to revoke that. So you got to be kidding. Why did you revoke that? That's what he did on the day one. His very first day on the job, he revoked that. That's crazy. Why? There's no justification for having to revoke that. So makes me wonder, really makes me wonder. He may talk a game against the CCP, but you really got to wonder. There it is. There it is. This has got to be a big sunspot. What I tell you guys, the sunspots you got to worry about are where you see 2 of them close to each other like that. That's very similar to the kind of configuration we had at the Carrington event. It's between these 2. One will be north and a south magnetic polarity. Between them, they could build up huge flux tubes of plasma locked into the magnetic fields that extend way above the sun. And when that plasma loop breaks, it launches a coronal mass ejection. When that flare breaks, it can launch one right at us. And this is aimed right at us right now. So it would not be a good thing if it flares up, guys. This could give us a good X-class solar flare, but something big just popped off on the other side of the sun. And there's some bigger sunspots over there, way bigger. So much so that, as I reported last night, they had the whole surface of the sun shaking and quaking and vibrating. That's what's on the other side. Increasing chances of flares. Sunspot AR3315 is developed a beta gamma delta. That's what they call it, a beta gamma delta magnetic field that harbors energy for strong explosions. The NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, forecast estimates a 55% chance of an M-class flare and a 10% chance of an X flare. Now, they say on May 28th. Well, it's now May the 29th. It's not popped yet, apparently. Any eruptions will be geo-affected because the sunspot's directly facing Earth. Amen. That's what I just said, guys. So, yeah, and this is something they've seen coming from the other side, the sun. That's Earth is a comparison. And this is another view, I guess, of what was popping out. You know, I don't know, it looked like it's, you know, these, there's no up and down in space. So, you know, they just had, what exploded? We don't know. The blast site's hidden behind the sun's southeastern limb. So there you go. Helioseismic maps of the sun's far sides. So they're looking at the vibrations of the sun and trying to figure out what's over there. That's where they derived the pictures I'll show you. That suggest a large sunspot may be located at the base of the spray. If so, it will turn toward Earth in a few days. What I said last night, I said, stay tuned. They're talking about toward the end of the month, mainly in early June, for this stuff to come around. So guys, it may get serious here. And again, that might just be the cover that these other guys are looking for to do something. I don't know. Let's hope not. I'm not saying these things will happen, but I tell you what, if we don't get our grid hardened, one of these days, the sun is going to get us. And right now we're getting more and more and more reliant on the electric grid as they push more and more stuff and tell us, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, go to prepwithgreg.com if you go for my patron supply. Go to prepwithgreg.com. That's the way to do it, guys. Prepwithgreg.com. All righty, guys. That's, yeah, look at all this stuff happening, guys. Yeah, I want to come back that way. Yeah, let's go over here first. Prepwithgreg.com while we're talking about it. Yeah, if you're not getting ready, what are you doing, guys? Right now we got a special $200 off the most popular food kit that they have, and declare food independence. Yeah, guys, $200 off. This is the 3-month supply. This is what they sell the most. So $200 off is great. It's 120 pounds of food, but this is at the freeze dried level, guys. I mean, this stuff here rehydrates into regular food and a lot more weight. It's 2,000 calories a day, 21 varieties, 25-year shelf life. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Guys, that's the deal to make you win. It's this stuff, it's resealable too. And you can cook it by pouring hot water right in the pouch, guys. Boiling water. Just pour boiling water right in the pouch. You don't have to mess up all your pots and pans. So that's the cool thing about it, guys. And if you can't afford that, you know, you might do well just to get a 2-week supply for bug out purposes, guys. That's a good deal right there too. $127 for that. So check it out, guys. This is something that you really need to look into. All righty, let's go back over to here. We'll save that one. I'll save that one for a little bit. Yeah, we'll do it now. Let's look at the budget, guys. Biden, this is some of the news. It's got some good aspects into it. Biden says the budget agreement represents a compromise. Not everybody gets what they want. It's what you expect. But I read that it's supposed to, this is a 2-year lift on the ceiling. Supposedly, it saves $1 trillion from the budget. It cuts both defense and non-discretionary budget items, but it leaves a lot of the social programs intact, including especially veterans benefits. But it does require more work to get food stamps unless you get an exemption for being a veteran or homeless or certain other things in that category. So the good news, there is good news in this. Check this out, guys. The IRS funding would be cut, redirecting $20 billion. And I suppose that's from the IRS. That's the first time the good news from that. Maybe that IRS army won't be so fat. Yeah, you know, they were only hire what, 99,000 agents and arm them. I mean, some crazy number, guys. So was rocking the Lee's after party on Rumble, but I'll make a list and inventory while I rocking. There you go, Smart. How you doing? So I think that's cause for celebration right there, to see that cut. That's my favorite thing of this whole budget. Yippee. Let's celebrate, guys. I know, let's see. I know one that died spiritually. Oh, what are we talking about here? May God bless McCarthy. Bless his heart. You know that Biden didn't want to give that one up, but hey, yeah, you got to hand it McCarthy, at least getting that out of it, right? But guys, it's not all rosy on the economic front. $30 billion exited the banking system just this week. People are taking their deposits out. And this has been going on week after week, guys. So there's even talks of the banks freezing your ability to withdraw money. So if you're planning to take some out, you might want to get it out before such thing can happen. So it's not been a all at once bank run, but it's been a bank run over time. Lots of people been withdrawing money from the banks. Memorial Day. Yes, it's Memorial Day now. We'll have to speak to that here toward the end. It is now Memorial Day in my time zone, not in the Western time zones yet, but we'll speak to it before we're done. Yeah, spiritually, yeah, you want to keep your spirit. If you don't have your spirit, what have you got? All right, guys. So, and here's the crazy stuff. Here is the crazy. What is Lindsey Graham doing? I mean, this is over the top thing to be talking about this kind of thing. Somebody doing this and calling it best money spent. Best money U.S. has spent. You got to be kidding me, Lindsey Graham. We all know he's a hawk, but holy walking smoke-a-moly. I mean, even if you thought that, saying it is crazy. And why is he even thinking or saying it? Because people doing this is never a good thing. War is never a good thing by any shape. But call that the best money spent? Best money U.S. has spent. Holy smoke, guys. Well, you can imagine this did not go over well with Russia. No, it's so much not well that a Russian lawmaker is actually threatened to nuke. Oh, come on, get these ads off here. To nuke Alaska. Oh, man, I can't even show you the darn articles from the stupid ads. Russian lawmaker threatens missile strikes on Alaska. Now, you know that's hype, but still, yikes, guys. The fact that this guy, he's deputy in the Duma, which is the Congress, basically, of Russia. They meet inside the Kremlin. I have been inside the Duma. I went to an opera there in the Duma back in 2010. So, yeah, guys. So, and that's not the only objection they've had. Here he is, Duma deputy Andrei Gurloff. Andrei Gurloff. I'll show you a thing on him. Yeah, he says that there are missile stations near the U.S. Apparently in Siberia, they've got missiles already stationed there and aimed at Alaska. And that's what he's talking about. Probably at Fort Greely, where we have the missile defense system, my old duty station. So I don't know. This is not good, guys. Not good. I hate these ads. And here he is. This is him in Wikipedia, Andrei Gurloff. So you can check him out. He was military. Sometimes I like to look these people up. So you might want to consider that. Check this stuff out for yourself. He is a serious minister or so-called deputy. Be like being a congressman or a senator, guys. All 160 of us know that war is one of the inevitable machinations of humanity. That's true. I did in my EMP video I posted, I said war is a natural state of humanity, always has been, and that's an unfortunate truth. America's going to have troubles if it's going to do a complete conventional war. No kidding, a watchman. We depleted our resources. So he's not the only one calling for stuff. Head of RT calls for that man to be terminated. I don't even want to use the word here on this platform. It caused trouble for my video. So, you know, we mentioned this lady many times. We have mentioned Miss Margarita Simonyan. We've mentioned her on this channel because she's the head of the RT. She's like a spokesperson for Putin, and she is really close to Putin. So she said he has something to compare with. Yeah, well, One of the U.S. investments led to WW3 and the Holocaust. That's what she's claiming. So your dirty American money also fully supported the Nazi war regime in Germany. That's what she says. And yeah, she's cooking. But of course, that's a crazy statement. That wouldn't make anybody mad to say something like that. So, Lindsey Graham, what are you talking? You shut your pie hole, Lindsey Graham. You knucklehead, you idiot. Wow. Yeah, there he is. Best money we've ever spent. So, they got a video on it here. And from the looks of it, that looks like that's in the Oval Office. The shape of the room, the paneling. Yeah. Wow. I don't know, I'd have to play the video, but holy smoke, guys. Yeah. So that's got him up in arms. And there's another article with the talking about the Kremlin putting a rebuke on this. And the Kremlin's going to say something. That the Russians are going to really talk about this. There's no way you got a senator in the United States who could say something like that and not get heavy blowback. Let's see. Howdy, Greg. Just got here. Howdy, everyone. How you, Michael? How you doing? Let's see. War Rhino. You're right, Enemy. He's a war rhino. No kidding. Cube clouds. Interesting, guys. Hey, Anton, how you doing? No, that pic is, it's in Ukraine? Not the Oval Office? Okay, well, they have a lot of Ukraine stuff there. All righty. I did not read it in detail on that. So, all right. So, thanks for the correction. All right. Ukraine's talking about launching a counteroffensive, but time to get back what's ours, they're saying. Okay. But they've been talking about this now all spring. It's supposed to be a spring offensive. Spring is almost over. So, what's cooking? Are they really going to do it, or is this just part of their propaganda? What do you think, Anton? Are they going to launch something or not? And this just reinforces what I was talking about last night and before with Prigozhin and what he's been saying. I've been telling you guys that I think Prigozhin is, he was accused of setting up a coup. Now, what I said then, I said, I think he's positioning himself because they know that Putin's not going to live forever. He's 70-year-old. And so I think he's just positioning himself to be in a good spot to take over Russia should the day come when Putin don't survive. See, Putin survived by creating strong departments under, but he plays them against each other. He don't allow them to unite because he's always been afraid that if he did, that they would take him out. So it's part of his power play. Unfortunately, it doesn't leave for a path of secession to follow him. So, which means it's going to be everything's up for grab when the day comes that Putin is no longer with us. So, guys, and that presents a danger in and of itself because nobody that's probably lined up to take his shoes is going to be any better than Putin in terms of not wanting war. In fact, most of those guys are bigger hawks than him. For all that he's done, all the decisions he's made to push war, he's actually been something, believe it or not, they say he's been somewhat conservative and slow to make decisions because he's still got to watch the politics of his time. Lindsey Graham is too, yeah, he does. I used to call him, what was the senator ran for president? That ran over to Syria. Help me out, guys. Palin ran with him. I'm getting brain locked right now. What was the senator's name? He's dead now. Help me out, guys. Who am I talking about? I got brain locked right now. Senator, I've seen the guy. I walked past him in the halls of Congress. Good grief. Somebody, you know who I'm talking about. Putin could end up like Mussolini, possibly Blue Moon, but yeah, it's a possibility because, one of the other former Russian officials who's now the deputy minister of defense for Donetsk actually said that Prigozhin was trying to set up a coup. And Prigozhin was talking about a coup, a revolution. McCain, thank you, Anton. Yes, McCain. I used to call Senator Graham McCain's wife. That's because everywhere you saw McCain, Graham was following right behind him, just like right underneath him. So I used to jokingly call John McCain Senator Graham's. I know I used to call Senator Graham John McCain's wife. So there you go. And McCain, Graham's not married, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't have a lot of use for McCain or Graham, to be honest. So there you go, guys. No use for them. Although I did kind of like Palin, because she at least had a Reaganist spirit about her, but she wasn't the brightest light on the Christmas tree, unfortunately. But then again, who is it that gets up to this level, huh? No Name McCain. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, No Name was in my mind tonight. Yeah, I did too, Anton. I did too, because the alternative stunk. I was voting for what I thought might be the lesser of two evils. I have seen McCain. Said hi to him, basically. Alrighty, guys. So, hey, I also met Jesse Jackson. Not just because I meet somebody and say hi to them, don't mean I'm a member of their fan club. So here they're saying that the DC scholars realize that the dollarization trend is unstoppable. Well, what started all this? Well, it got started because the United States, so we had this banking system. The international banking system, SWIFT banking system, was run by the United States, and the dollar was what was being traded everywhere. And then the United States decided to seize over $200 billion of Russian money. And a lot of people howled about this. So, oh no, you're going to destroy the SWIFT banking system, and it's going to cause trouble for our dollar. And even and really, you're supposed to have even honor among enemies in a banking system like that. And what's happened is, because of that, indeed, it's going to cost us a lot more money than we seized. A lot more. It's going to cost us trillions, many trillions. So it was a huge mistake that McCain made in doing that. Where do you wanted to take the money from Russia, not to do it and do it in that fashion, is going to cost us big time. Putin is 70, not that old and fit. Well, 70, he's not going to survive forever. Yeah, he may be in perfect shape. All the Western media say he's got cancer and this, that, and the other. And I think a lot of that's propaganda. There may be some truth to it, but I think on balance, most of that's propaganda. The repo implosion in September of 2019. Okay. And so yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming down, guys. John the Spirit, I wish I had your memory for chapter and verse Watchman. Okay, talking to Watchman. All right, Rochelle. Birds chirping late at night and early morning here for a few days, morning 1 and 3. Sometimes I'll start chirping. Normally would do that just before he acts 145, says Keith in Arizona. Yeah, I think that might be a good analogy. So, guys, our banking system is trouble. Oh, yeah, by the way, the fact that I go to sites like this really does me a lot of damage on the Google and YouTube platforms. There's a video about that here from Lisa Haven. It's that guy that's with her. What's his name? Shoot, guys, I got brain a lot left and right tonight. Justin, what is his name? Justin. His first name is Justin. He subs for her a lot. I think they're a couple. I think they're dating or something. But they got some websites together. And they do a lot of stuff. They got another channel they're doing together. He's got his own YouTube channel. But he's in here talking about how that if you go to a site like this, you are classified, and you're reporting like I am. You get classified as a disinformation agent, a Russian agent, whatever. And I'm not trying to take sides, but apparently it doesn't matter. So that and what happens is these platforms squelch you down a lot once you do this. They squelch you down. They muzzle you. And I've noticed that when I look at my analytics on YouTube, I'm not getting many of my views from notifications, very few, which means they're not sending notifications out. And I get you guys all the time telling, Greg, I didn't get a notification. Well, no wonder. And I think that's why my channel, one of the reasons my channel don't get notifications sent out, and you don't see them as much, is because they're stomping on me from this platform because they don't like some of the things I say. But I think mainly because I'm an activist. John says, how does Lisa Haven have 500,000 subs? But yeah, exactly. But I'll show you why. It's because I got this. My channel was growing awesome until I started this. And then it's like I hit a roadblock. And there's a couple of videos I put there. Yeah, but she does more obtuse stuff than me. So the platform obviously doesn't care so much for me. So I need your help. I need you guys to come back and check my channel regularly to see what my latest videos are. I didn't do a lot this past few weeks because I was busy with that balloon paper. Hey, I got my presentation made on the balloon paper, the PowerPoint. And once we get it through the EMP Task Force and National Homeland Security and to the Senate and House Homeland Security committees, I'm probably going to sit on it, but I'll eventually hope to be able to brief it to you guys. I hope they don't tell me I got to pull some content out, because I actually show how to make a EMP platform to put on a balloon and how easily it can be done, and how you can neither defeat it with an EMP if you hit it with an EMP, or even if you shoot it down, it'll still go off. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And how they can make it stealth, easily make it stealth. How easy it is to launch these things. Oh my gosh, it's frightening what can be done from a balloon. It's frightening. And I got this stuff in this presentation, guys. And it may be too much. It may even classify it. I don't know. Never surrender. Exactly, Sasha. But we got some good news too, guys. And here it is. Conservative boycotts are working. So it's two good news items tonight. I told you I had some good news. One of them is that the IRS Army is getting their budget cut by $20 billion, apparently. Yay! And the second good news is the boycotts are working. Bud Light and Target are suffering big time. They are hurting tremendously. And what's that tell you guys? I tell you that these things can work. I tell you that. And a matter of fact, the chairman of the Senate Homeland Security Committee has drafted a bipartisan bill, and they claim the executive summary of my 44-page white paper was the inspiration for it. And it deals with unmanned aerial vehicles, which includes balloons coming from foreign countries to protect our homeland. And they're crediting my paper for this, guys. So there's a major Senate bill coming out that is coming out because of the work I've done and put into this, guys. Me and I give credit to the rest of the EMP Task Force of National and Homeland Security, which was founded by the late Dr. Peter Vincent Pry. I am the Alabama State Director of that organization, and I've been involved with that and the Security Grid organization for some years. As you know, I have chaired 2 power grid defense conferences, starting in 2016 and the second one in 2018, right before I started this channel on YouTube. So I am a part of that community. I am part of the community that's concerned about EMPs. I'm on the inside of working that stuff, trying to get our grid hardened. What other prepping channel brings you somebody that's doing that? None. What prepping channel brings you somebody who's built rockets, who's flown them from balloons out in ships from sea, just like these balloons I'm talking about can be launched? I've got unique experience. That's why I wrote this paper, because it's like all my experiences are coming together. So guys, when I tell you that we can have impact, I know it's true. A lot of you guys say, oh, there's nothing we can do. All this stuff's going to happen. Well, things may happen, but we can change the course of how it happens. And if you think, a lot of people says, well, we should just wait till the Lord comes back or raptures us away or whatever, that is derelict of duty. I have the expectation we're expected to take care of business as long as we're able to take care of business. And we can take care of business and we can get involved. And this is why the platform, I don't know, they may take me off entirely. I could be completely eliminated. I'm in more danger than Lisa Haven. She always talks about how she's in danger. Look how many subs she's got. Look how many views she gets. I mean, I'm in bigger peril than she is, apparently. So, guys, this is serious, but this is what I've done. I'm paying for this out of my pocket, guys. This Freedom Restoration Foundation website. We've got a group on Facebook with almost 1,000 members. You can go join us there. If you're not on Facebook, we have a group on a social platform known as MeWe. And we're actually setting up a secure communication social platform of our own on something called LEHMAN'S, totally encrypted. It's way better than Telegram or WhatsApp or anything like that. Those aren't truly encrypted. What is Patreon? Oh, what's that Patreon? Oh, Patreon is another thing where we can set up a subscription service. Watchman, John, we can all day $1 a month, right? Yeah, you can donate to me anytime you want to. You can either go. Now I have my site Green Greg's. I have to pull that up. Green Greg's. If you go to greengregs.com, maybe New Days will share the link in here. Greengregs.com. You normally go to buy worms from me. If you go on the page to buy worms, now all the buying worm buttons are disabled now, maybe for the next couple of weeks, but I'm about to reopen sales on worms, I think. I just got to get a few things done first. There you go. Be like little children. Matthew 18:2-9. There you go. But guys, the fact of the matter is that you can donate to me. The donate button is still enabled there. You can donate to me directly there. You can throw super chats in here. Either way. I don't have a Patreon site. No, I don't. Not now. I may set one up, but I don't have one right now. I may set up a subscription service also to my channel. That's another way I could increase revenue. I don't make jack on this channel, really. I put a lot of effort in and, get peanuts back. Except for when y'all give me super chats. That's the best thing I get on here. Or if you go straight to my donate button. Now, actually, Colorado Jan mails me a check every month. That's sweet. Puts a check in the mail. So any of those work. There you go. New Days just shared it. Go to greengregs.com. And when you get on there, click the order worms button and then scroll down to the donate button and you can donate directly to me right there. All right. So this is what no other prepping channel does. And I set this up based on the experience I had being chairman of the policy committee of the National Space Society for 2 years. And you said, I need somebody else to help us with the web. We've got to get these alerts on here, some of these taken off and new alerts set up. So I need a webmaster. I just don't have, I pay for it to keep this thing up. I set this website up, but I don't have time to maintain it. I need some other volunteer to join with us to do that. But we got an action center here, which I mentioned to you guys many times. And the action center, if nothing else, what still works on here is how to contact your Congress critters, how to find them, including your state legislators. We cover state legislators, all your Congress critters in the House and Senate, and websites, phone numbers, how to find them, how to track bills, how to send emails, calling, writing, what to write, what to say on the telephone. And here's all these links and phone numbers. Guys, it's all in here. What other prepping channel brings you this kind of resource? None that I know of. Oh, I got all kind of people coming here and attacking me all the time. Like, you this, you that. Who else is doing this? So there you go, guys. And also another thing we do, and there are some other prepping channels involved in this kind of effort, but we are forming a survival tribe network. I started this survival tribe network, and Wise Owl, who already had her own little survival tribe running in Arkansas, jumped in here, and she decided to organize this, and she paid for this website out of her pocket. She had it developed, and she paid a fair penny for this, guys. So everybody should give a lot of appreciation to Wise Owl. She's not in here tonight. There she is. That's Wise Owl. So you don't have to use your real name. Some people, oh, I can't put my name on here, blah, blah. Put a moniker, put a, a handle, create a moniker for your name. And you don't even have to list your exact address in here, but do put your city in here. The whole thing is so people can find you, because this is a self-organizing community thing. When you go in here, you start contacting each other and start forming your tribes. That's what this is about. And if you've never done it, you need to get with it, guys. So, hey, Keith. Now, Keith in Arizona is a great supporter. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, that's what counts, guys, right there. That really matters, guys. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, guys. My joints are feeling a lot better now. John Boy in Battle Beyond the Stars. My John Boy, like from the Waltons, is that what you're saying? So yeah, guys, I'll bring it to you. And I got the experience and the background and those kind of things. So, but hey, my joints are really doing a lot better. I don't know if it's because I started taking this, but just in the last couple of weeks, I've had a remarkable improvement in my joints, and I'm getting around far better. I even I'm carrying things I couldn't carry. I'm walking, and so I'm doing way better. With the cowboy George prepared. All right. YouTube banned me from donating. Oh no, hey, you can still go into my website, Anton, if you want to do that. Wow, John, thank you, sir. Woo, salute. Heck yeah, man. Awesome. Appreciate that. So yeah, these things are they're a little bit pricey, but you can get, but what these are very powerful oxidizers. This C60 atom is crazy powerful oxidizer, guys. I'm one to stop the share. You can go to shopc60.com and enter the code Greg10 and get 10% off. Now I don't get any money back from these guys, but what they are doing is they're keeping me supplied in this stuff, which is good enough for me. Because I think it's really helping me out. Now something is, because I've gotten better real fast. So yeah, we got this you can get it in bottles, you can get different sizes. This is the 4 fluid ounce bottle. You can get bigger bottles, but you know, this is in coconut oil. It's got it in olive oil. You can get different varieties. There it is. No, avocado, excuse me. Not olive oil, it's avocado oil, you see. And, so, you know, if you look at Ken Swartz, that man looks 30 years younger than he really is. I was surprised when he told me he was my age. I didn't think he was. So, you're my age? You're like a kid. Boy, and Rex got all kind of balanced energy. Rex uses this stuff. Rex Bear on the Leak Project, guys. And they got a cinnamon version that's got a dropper to it. And this stuff, it's got good flavor. And I've also got these gummies, these cherry flavored gummies. And they're sweet, man. They're real tart. But so there's a lot of stuff that comes with this, or you can get different things from them. Check it out. Woo! Paul DiArco, the extract looked into anti-cancerous qualities. Yeah, that's just powerful, guys. Wow. So let's go back into share screen. Go back over to here. That's shop C60. So let's get off that side though. Back over to check earthquakes. Man, Puerto Rico's rocking. Puerto Rico's always rocking. They're really rocking right now. Look at those earthquakes in Puerto Rico. There's been a lot of earthquakes in these areas in Alaska. We got something down here, it's north of the Baja, right on the San Andreas. And this West Texas, New Mexico area is just always popping. White City, New Mexico. I'm really curious, is that fracking? What's causing those? I've been asking that question for a while. It looks like there's 2 concentric circles there. Maybe they've had a couple of events there. They're not huge ones, but they're just like regular. Hey, Eric, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That's what we're talking about. So, yeah, look down here. That's like Colombia or Peru. Peru, 5.1. Another one in Peru. Peru's had 2. That's either Chile or Argentina. It's right on the border. Oh, it could be Uruguay. Argentina, 4.1. If we come over here, we've got some. It's like Indonesia rocks a lot. That's a pretty good size one. 5.1. Papua New Guinea. 5.0 down here. Japan, up here in Russia, just east of northeast of China, Manchuria. A lot of stuff popping up, guys. Where's this in Alaska? Let's see. We anybody from Alaska in the house tonight? Did you say Central Alaska? I'll tell you a lot. Anybody in the house from Alaska tonight? Justice Night. There you go. Justice Night. What'd I call him? Did I say Justice? Made it good to be alive. Preston says, made it good to be alive to see you guys. Wow. Licorice candy and late night with Greg. Thank you, New Days. John says, I heard a guy today say that the first resource in Ukraine will lose is not missiles and planes, tanks, or aluminum, but soldiers willing to fight and die. Well, yeah, because they're running through them. That's what I tell you guys. Ukraine is a smaller nation than Russia. They can't, time is not on their side. You get guys like Medvedev saying, hey, this war is going to last for decades. If it lasts for decades, Ukraine loses. There's no way Ukraine can keep up the effort over all that time. Jane, Alaska, southeastern Alaska. All right, glad to see you, Jane. Are you around Juneau? Where are you? Old as dirt. Even in the morning, I all just walked in from work. Well, hey, old as dirt, what are you doing? What are you working on so late? Steve Hall. I'm an informed American and not a brainwashed motor. Well, that's good to see. We don't want brainwashed motors in here. Trying it 642. My ex-granny is from Nome. Wow. Yes, sir, that counts. Your ex-granny, she's not your, did she pass away or is this your granny-in-law? Let's see. Anton, I'm watching and not seeing much activity. Or where's that at, the Watchman? Well, name like Watchman, I expect you're watching. You know, my name, Gregory, is means the Watchman, by the way, if you didn't know that. My middle name, Hugh, means of the mind, and Allison and Teutonic is of holy fame. So I got a strange name, the Watchman of the mind of holy fame, whatever that means. Anyway, interesting, right? I'm the only Russian American in the chat who supports Ukraine. You're okay, Anton. I don't think you're the only one that, well, you may be the only Russian American or only Russian, let's see what. So you say Russian American, what'd you say, Anton? Let me go back and double check. Only Russian American, okay. I'm not taking sides. I got people and friends on both sides. Well, the whole Caribbean, it's not just Puerto Rico shaking down here. Let's close in. The Virgin Islands, right off, well, north of them. So that's north of Puerto Rico. Interesting. Only two of them right in Puerto Rico, but you can be sure Puerto Rico might be filling some of these. Yeah. Wow, guys. The Virgin Islands are here. Beautiful islands, beautiful islands. They got mountains in them, unlike the Bahamas, which are flat. The Virgin Islands are beautiful. I've not actually been to the Bahamas, but I have been to the Virgin Islands. Slava, Ukraine. Okay. JMAT, war is bad, but the level of propaganda on every side is hard to know who is righteous and who is not. JMac, you're right. And there's good and bad everywhere you go. So, and I said, my name means Little Rock, and my middle name means She Bear. Oh, cool. So you're a rocking bear. Puerto Rico is having an earthquake swarm. It looks like it. It looks like it. Look at all that, guys. Yikes. Yeah, you know, hey, the south of Puerto Rico is a island called Vizquez, and that's what the Navy used as a bombing range. The people who are from there, we had a lot of cancer and health issues because I guess chemicals and things associated with the bombing from the Naval Center. I've got a friend, Puerto Rican friend, he's from Vizquez, and she's had a lot of health issues herself. So that's not unknown. In fact, I got this, she's an apothecary. She's got an apothecary up in Elkton, Tennessee, which is just right above Ardmore. And I got this liquid magnesium from her. I can kind of spray it on and put it on my arms or legs. I'm watching for bots, not seeing any so far. That's my, you know, I'm watching, appreciate that watching. We haven't been getting attacks like we used to. Maybe it's because you guys have been so resilient in squashing them. Maybe they've taken me off the target list. Oh, we used to get all kind of bot attacks. So let's hope it stays this way. I hate those things. they are aggravating. Alrighty, guys, enough of the earthquake world. Whoops, I don't know that popping up. So let's come in here. Wendy, oh yeah, by the way, guys, I want to be working up a presentation on if you remember my EMP presentation, I'm going to do a follow-up, 2 follow-ups up to it. One of them is going to be more information on tactics, how to survive with military style tactics after it hits the fan. I'm going to go more in depth. I covered it in that video, but I'm going to go more in depth on that, and I'm going to go more in depth on how to survive and grow all your food on 1/10 of an acre. I'm going to cover both, and I hope to do one of them tomorrow, and maybe the other later in the week. I actually wanted to do that today, but I was still working on that EMP, balloon EMP presentation for the EMP Task Force on National Homeland Security. Zenjammit, it causes its family here. Yeah, it's family here. Bots don't stand a chance. There you go. You guys will knock them out. So maybe they figured it out. The real Casserent, I hope I'm saying it right, one. Imagine being a Haiti in the average house. Oh my gosh. The Haitians are the poorest people in the Western Hemisphere. It's rough in Haiti. It is rough. All righty, guys, a little bit of storminess between North Carolina and Virginia. And notice Dallas, Fort Worth has always got something going on. There's an International Space Development Conference there this weekend. I wish I could have made it, but I had too many other distractions. Well, that's just west of Dallas. Okay. So Lee's not seeing that. My friends at the ISDC are not seeing that either right now. It might move over them. And I got family just north of Houston. Monterey, I got a good friend in Monterey, so she's getting hit. Look here, down in Mexico, it's cool. Look at this, guys. Mexico City is 55 degrees. Where's global warming? Where's global warming when you need it? Now, Phoenix is hotter than Mexico City. Phoenix is 84. Flagstaff is 52. Alpine, 46. We got some people here from Arizona. I know that. Always get some Arizona bros in here. Let's see, I'm not a bot. I think Lee thinks I'm a bot. You and Lee not getting along yet. Man, I expect if anybody got along with Lee, it'd be you and him. All right, show low is 55, but Holbrook 68. Big temperature gradient right there, and I'm sure snowflakes right in between. Yep, 61. See, this is the mountains are right here. Show low's right at the foot of the White Mountains here. All this is a mile high. Flagstaff is 52. All right, guys. 82. Wow. You know, you got a heat island there in these cities. That's part of why they're so darn hot. Phoenix 84. Well, look, Phoenix is hotter than everything around it. Why? Because you see, these are heat islands. You got enough heat there as it is. Tucson is 79. It's not as big as Phoenix. Jeez. Look, you there. Los Angeles is only 59, but over here they're 80. San Diego is 62. What do y'all want to see, guys? We got anybody from New Zealand or Australia, England, anywhere in Europe or anywhere else in the world in the house? We got any international viewers tonight? We usually do at these late hours. We have people come from all over. We got 192 in the room. That's really good. But we only got 119 thumbs up. Guys, what did I tell you about the platforms being squashed when I talked about this right here, guys? Guys, the platforms really stomped me. So anything y'all can do to help the algorithms, please do it. Please give me thumbs up, and please go into the videos and leave comments and comment on other people's comments and give thumbs up to comments you like. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. But we really need the help, guys. My platform is really squelched. My video channel is really squelched here, guys. So don't confuse comments as Russian bots, just any, what? Just any 8, just stating facts. Oh, we don't have any bots in the room right now. Hey, we got Australia in the house. How you doing? Is that where you, Groucho Globe? You said try Australia. I take it from that you're from Australia. I don't know. We go to Australia here. Bing. Not there, not that one. We go windy. Hang on, I'm fighting the zoom tabs. Here we go. So we'll zoom out and we will check out some other parts of the world. First, while I'm over here, Alberta. We like to check Alberta out. And let's see here as we get Fairbanks is 50. Wow, it's warm up there. They got some snow in Alaska Range. Down here, look at that snow, guys. I have seen people ice fish in the month of May. Delta Junction is 46. Healy is 41. I take it, that's probably Donnelly's Dome right there. I'll climb Donnelly's Dome. Got Mount Deborah, Mount Hayes down here. Mount Hayes is the tallest peak, 14,000 foot that you can see from directly from the ground in Fort Greely. Now, if you get up in the air above Fort Greely, you can see Mount Denali over here. It's huge. But the curvature of the earth does not permit you to see it when you're on the ground. So for you flat earthers out there. There's Nome, Nome's 37. 37 in Dead Horse. Barrow's 35. Kotzebue is 34. All right, so we're going to go down to Australia. We'll scroll down there. Tokyo 68. This typhoon here, guys. That thing is like a Cat 5. It's a real strong one. Strongest storm in a couple of years. That thing is booking. Look at that, guys. And apparently it's headed right for Taiwan, unfortunately. I'll hit some of Luzon, looks like. All right, we're almost down to Australia. Yeah, we get people from Australia here a lot. So it's autumn in Australia, heading toward winter. Alice Springs is 66. Now they do balloon launches in Alice Springs. Canberra, the capital, 52. Melbourne, 59. It's pretty cool in Canberra. Sydney, 64. Perth, 71. Hobart down here in Tasmania is 48. New Zealand, New Plymouth, 61. Christchurch, 57. I think I got hit by a bad earthquake back a few years ago. 55 here. Auckland, 62. We got a place out here in the middle of the Pacific called Burnt Pine. What is Burnt Pine? It must be a little bitty island. It's a funny name. You must have some pines on that island. 66 and Burnt Pine. You got Christmas. You know, Easter Island's off the coast of South America. They got Christmas Island off the coast of over here somewhere. Christmas Island. Probably too far out to see it. Christmas Island somewhere out here. Kirby Eichen, who's the chairman of the board of the National Space Society, used to have a business venture in Christmas Island. I was trying to set up a space launch outfit there. He would be over in Dallas right now, I would suppose. Anyway, Madagascar. So how come is it that Madagascar don't have monkeys? They got lemurs. Monkeys come from Africa, but somehow we got monkeys in South America. How do we get monkeys in South America, guys? How did monkeys get to South America? There's some food for thought tonight. John, are you from who's from Russia? Are you from Russia, Anton? You said you're Russian American. Were you born in Russia, or are you just descended from Russians, Anton? So talk to us, Anton. Were you born in Russia? If so, where in Russia? Global warming is a hell of a drug. Yeah. Granny, how you doing, Granny? How are you doing? How's your granddaughter? How's Kaylee? You said she's getting better, and you was going to try to get her last time we saw you. So what's the story with Kaylee? How are you doing? What's the story with her? The water, let's see. The water is magnifying on the plants. $10 hits Japan too. You think so, J Mac? It's way south of Japan. It'd have to veer up, but it could. You know, that might be a good cover for some kind of attack. Maybe after it goes by, maybe it's some missiles or something. I don't know, guys. All I know is, Anton, I know an Armenian that lives in California. You think you're related to Putin? Oh my gosh, you might be. Born there. What? Oh, you're from Moscow. I've been to Moscow. In fact, my favorite trip, I've done a little bit of overseas travel. My very favorite trip was to, not a lot, but I've done some. My very favorite trip was to Moscow, believe it or not. Oh, look at Norway. They got snow in Norway. Newfoundland got snow. The Newfies are getting snow. Greenland is white. A lot of snow in Greenland. Baffin Island getting snow. These islands up here where they got the food vault. Svalbard, what they call that up there? How do you pronounce that? Svalbard or something? I don't know how you pronounce that. Norway is getting a fair bit of snow up in here, guys. But Oslo is 50. So down here in southern Norway, it's not too bad. 46 there. You get people from England here a lot. My dental assistant, what is this? Is Ukrainian. Okay. Now, Delta Junction, Alaska's got one of the biggest Ukrainian populations, at least percentage-wise, of any town in America. There's a lot of Ukrainians in Delta Junction. And I was at Fort Greely right next to Delta Junction. My friend Ed Kiker, he's been on this channel, used to live in Delta Junction. And so did, I had a lot of friends in Delta Junction. So there you go, guys. All right, the Watchman, that's crazy. I served 2 Ukrainian twins whose entire family lives in Kyiv, and even they dismissed my genuine, empathetic inquiries. I haven't probed their philosophy. Okay, John. Gail, I get what you're saying. Got to get hydroponic tubes, water feeding, drip set up. Oh, yeah, that sounds cool there, the Watchman. John, oh, I missed that. Let me go back to see what Franny said. We're okay. I'm up north with son. I almost gained weight to 100. We're good. Good. Don't pine away on us. Glad to hear that. Kaylee, oh, geez, I got Norton keeps popping stuff up on me constantly. Norton's the worst virus I ever had. Jeez. I hate Norton. Kaylee still has cancer, refuses treatment, but I have her on natural stuff, and she agreed to take it, and it's more energetic. Oh. All right, guys, we'll have to pray for Kaylee tonight. Wow. All right, let's see here. We're missing you, GG. Ho, ho, ho. There you go. I am Santa Claus, if y'all hadn't noticed. I'm the Rocket Santa. You know, this ball of, all right, we can get out of this share here for now. I think we've looked at enough shares. Unless y'all want to have unless y'all want to see any more cities get nuked. Still watch Farmer, don't tell Lee. Farmer. I won't be telling Lee. I won't tell on you, Anton. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Who knows, Lee might get mad at me one day. If he don't like it, he's going to let everybody know it. So, galena, that's the element mineral lead comes out of. Alrighty, guys. Do y'all want to see some more cities nuked? We did that last night. Y'all can look this up yourself. Just go to nuclearsecrecy.com/nuke Fukushima is manipulating the Pacific. How they do that? Watch me. Intermittent fasting helps with cancer prevention. Okay. Listen, it's my understanding there's an enzyme in cooked tomatoes that prevents blood cell formation of tumors. That might help. Turmeric is really helpful. But this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I got to give you the disclaimer. You got to talk to your doctor before you do blah, 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 blah. We're just going to fight WW3. It kind of looks that way, unfortunately. Sis in the U.S. since 2003. She's coming home in about a week. Okay, good. All right. It's difficult to demolish our ideological constructs. You can see it in every Ukrainian interview you watch. I don't think that big ball was going to pop economically. Clayton, when I go on Lee's channel, I'm always very polite. Well, that's a good thing for being on Lee's channel. All righty, guys. I will give him credit that he has got more stuff out watching what's going on than anybody else I know. So if you really want to see something go down, that's the place to go to get that kind of news, guys. When something's going down, he's got his finger on it real fast. That's one reason I like to go to Lee's channel, is I can see what's going down really quick, like a lot of other places. All right, we don't have any requests in Nuke City, so I think I'm going to end the share. Halo. Folks don't remember. All right, Memorial Day. Today is a somber day. A lot of people celebrate Memorial Day. They take it to be a time of celebration, and anytime you get off, take advantage of it. But do stop and remember what the day is all about. It's about the servicemen who gave their lives in service to this country. So, whether you agree with all the wars or not, you got to at least give credit to the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for this nation so that we might be free. So keep that in mind, guys. That's what today is all about. Think about that. I cured 12 tumors of cancer on me years ago. Okay, Granny. You must have somebody's pokeweed. Really? Pokeweed? That's interesting. Better do some more studying on pokeweed. I don't think I did a video on poke salad before, and I showed the full grown. Maybe I should go back to it as a smaller, right now when it's small. I saw some pokeweed about that tall. That's how you want to harvest it, when it's real small, usually. May she rest in heavens. Oh, let's try this thing. Rip Stacy. What Stacy? What are we talking about? R.I.P. Stacy. Who? Oh, my ex-wife. Oh, I see. Trying it. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Hibiscus tea. Yeah, I've heard that. I think the Rosa Sharon is very close to hibiscus, so you can probably get some of the same effects from that. Freedom isn't free. You got that right. Hey, John, thank you. Thank you again. Holy smokes. Appreciate that, Steve. I have to bring the weed whacker. Okay, the cemetery. That's a good thing to do. Okay, sorry, trying it. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I see now. Has that been recent, or has that been a while trying it? Watchman, wouldn't it be? I cured mine. There you go. Golden seal. I've heard that's good. Greg, I have hibiscus tea at my place, 100% organic. All right. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that, John. Not sure how you pronounce your name, Fager, or does the J pronounce as an H, or is it J? Is A long? All righty. Appreciate that. Now we got some good super chats tonight. Tony Gee, hi, Greg and chat. Well, good to see you, Tony. We got 195 still in the room. It is now 02:06 hours my time. I'm in Central Daylight Time. On to heaven. Well, maybe she at least don't suffer the pains that we do in this world. Maybe she's on to better things. So, Marissa, hi Marissa, how you doing? Good to see you in the house. Yeah, we've gone through a lot of material here already. We've gone through several websites. The Athenians, they made idols, the false gods. Well, they don't exist as Athenians anymore, do they? Let's see, the angel, that's what I'm talking about. I worry about the kind of thing, so I refuse to go. Rochelle took some fresh flowers to my grandson's memorial today. Oh, was he in the military? Yeah, we had a decoration. Was it last Sunday or Sunday before last? Every time's kind of melted. I think it was last Sunday. I went to the family decoration. This coming weekend, Saturday, I'm going to the life celebration of my friend Steve Mistakus. And then I'm going to a wedding. My son's getting married. My son is getting married. Is number 2. So funny, his number 1 is no longer with us. If we all were one heart, no matter beliefs, and work to help each other out, there would be no power to them to create war. Exactly. That's why I tell you guys, love is the answer. And you know, they want us to hate. They want us to hate each other. Hey, tried it. Thank you, thank you. So, and my son's getting married, and you know, so I'm going to basically a funeral and a wedding the same day. So I'm just going to put. I won't go to the farmer's market. I'm gonna have to let Ann cover that for me. You know, she works for me here. I'm just gonna send her because I'm gonna have to put on a monkey suit, and I'll probably just wear it all day. You know, suit and tie and all that stuff. Y'all have never seen me in a suit and tie. Maybe I'll have to go live somewhere in between, just so y'all can see me in a suit and a tie. I may wear my black tennis shoes though. Putting on those dress shoes kill my feet. I did that for an interview I had a couple weeks ago, but they kill my feet. That's it, love. I posted this tonight on my Facebook. What was that, John? So let's see, you might not be able to post a link in here. You got to be this granny. I'm seeing my daddy today. He held me and cried and kissed me cheeks over. I did this. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's good. Look, guys, you know, most of us in this channel are on up in age. If you got parents, you know, you share your love with them. Let them know you love them. You never know when's the last time you're going to see them. New Days has been giving her time and effort for the last many weeks, months now, to help out an elderly friend of hers who's in severe health condition right now, Miss Mapley. So we need to pray for her. Too many characters spaced. Oh, okay, John. It may not let you post links in here. You got to be a mod to post links, I think. Leslie, how you doing? Do those tennis? Do the tennis shoes for sure. For sure, Rocket. Well, I got a black pair. I mean, I'll go with my black suit, I think. Oh, dirty. Yeah, I'll probably wear those. Just because, yeah, being in them all day long would be too much fun on dress shoes. It's all love, baby. Human beings desire peace. They do. But yet we find ourselves in war. Too much. New Days is made. Yeah, she has been an angel. She's absolutely been an angel to Miss Mapley. Miss Mapley wouldn't be alive if it weren't for her. But the hospital has really put a number on that poor lady. I'm gonna have to do a video about that, guys. Lee said we got a red alert. Uh-oh. You know what? Let me go over his channel. Is he live on YouTube right now, or is he on Rumble? Where's Lee at? I'll pull up his channel here. See what's cooking over there. We might go over and do a house raid tonight. What's everybody's thoughts on these First Amendment auditors running around harassing people? Yeah, that's sad. You know, that some of that was on the Lisa Havens show. Her and Justin Knight. Well, Justin Knight actually is the one that covered it, guys. And I did show their channel tonight, actually. So shout out to them. Oh, that's my channel. That's me. Let's see. Yeah, he is live right now. He's got a danger, Russia, danger, Ukraine coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. NATO. All right, y'all want to go in and see his channel for a little bit? Do a raid party, channel raid. World Day. If you running the military vet, shake his or her hand. There you go. Watch my First Amendment audits can be. Yeah, that's stupid. Stupid. It shouldn't be. Why are they auditing that? There should be no audits of anything First Amendment. You know, yeah, they're trying to create disinformation, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, we should have the freedom to say whatever anything, Leslie. It's not yelling fire in a theater. Whether you agree with it or not, we got the freedom to talk, to speak. That's what it's all about. Lee is a real deal, says trying. All right, we're going to go. I think the offense started. Okay, let's go over and check Lee's channel out for a minute, guys. We're going to do a share. Hang on. I'm going to do a share screen again. We'll go in and do a channel raid. Y'all can all go log into him and say channel raid from Green Greg's. Hang on, guys. We'll go over there in a minute. Let's see. I got to get my share button. Where's it at? Pull this up. Ding, 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 ding. Go back to share screen. Ding, 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 ding. Right here. Alrighty. All right. So this is KLW World News. If you don't know, this is Lee's channel. Danger, Russia, danger. And he's live. So let's go there. Bing. Click on it. Hope he's not using wordy dirds. We don't allow wordy dirds. All right, let's see if he's listening right now. He might be off. Span this. If I span, I won't be able to respond in the chat room. Okay, Lee's not talking. Let's see if somebody responds to my message here. Jeff says not seeing much of anything on that channel. Okay. It seems rather quiet, at least on the. See, look at all the screens he's monitoring, guys. That's why I say this is the channel to go to for breaking news, because they'll monitor dozens of different video cameras. He's got people distributed all over the world looking for things real time. Yeah, Watchman, see, that's crazy. War room is up. Oh, he may be in another. Okay, he might be off in this war room. I might have a notice. It's not too many people in here right now. Let's see. Only 67. Yeah, they're off somewhere else. Let's span that. Let's see here. Let's look at notices. Second. Music party. Some note from music party. I don't have a war notification. Oh, there was a war watch earlier. got any days. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to go in this room too much. We don't want the F-bombs on my channel. Hey, John, I see you in both spots. Channel raid. There you go. There you go. Oh, somebody deleted your message. Oh, come on. What'd they do that for? Let the dogs out. Okay, I think we. All right. Yeah, they think they get hit when they get all caps typed in. Oh yeah, 54 thumbs up on that video. All righty, guys. Nothing cooking over there right now, so ours. Yeah, the mods on this channel are real strict. They got certain rules by that channel, and they're real strict about it. Hey, it's this channel, like do whatever they want with that. All righty, guys, I'm going to stop the share after that. Stop the sound. I'm actually going to end that video. Wow. Yeah, John, these mods over there are really strict on that channel. All right, enough of that. I think it was time we say some prayers and call it a video here. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. Hello. Let's see here. DEFCON is it's the level of alertness of our military. You'll never know the true DEFCON level because it's classified. A lot of people talk about what it is, but you never really know until after the fact usually. All right, Jesse. Well, on Fire March, everyone have a fantastic night. Oh, fire night for you there, huh? Are you in the tower? Yeah, all the watchmen, even older religions or belief systems state the same. All right, let's keep this a family channel, guys. Kim, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You don't get my alerts. You know why? It's because this platform is stomping me. I just checked my analytics on my channel, And most of the people that find my videos find them from browsing. The notifications is tiny, tiny, tiny. YouTube should be sending out notifications to my subscribers. They're not doing it. And they're not going to do it. Why? Because they don't like what I cover. They don't. And moreover, now there's other channels that cover the same kind of topics. They probably don't like me because I set up the Freedom Restoration Foundation, because I'm proactive. I'm trying to do positive things. So my channel is getting stomped really hard. Lisa Haven, I showed a video from her. They talk about how they're getting squelched. No, 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 no. They got tons of subscribers. They get views. The channel loves them a lot better than it loves me. They better not try to draft Greg. We need him here. There you go. They're not going to draft me. All righty. Thanks for telling us that, Tim. But look, guys, what you got to do for my channel is you got to watch, come back and see if I'm live. You got to pay attention to that. You got to just come on my channel regularly, log into it and see if what's my latest content I put up. Try to watch it, and you can goose the algorithm some, even when they're squelching on me. You can still goose it some in my favor by giving me a thumbs up. And we got 186 in the room, only got 167 thumbs up. So give me some thumbs up. Yeah, Tim's supposed to, but yeah, it helps that you're subscribed. You bang the notification bell and click all that helps, but still they're squelching me down. And I've been telling you guys that. Now, what I showed y'all was a video on Lisa Haven's channel where they talk about that. Justice Knight actually is on there talking about how the platforms are doing this and how they got a big thing that doesn't cost all social platforms. Well, I'm obviously getting hit a lot harder than they are. So Mr. Cheddar Pepper, excuse me. There you go. How you doing? 2 minutes to fill, one will be taken. There you go, right? Thank you, Trident. Appreciate it. Are you getting out? Who's leaving? Oh, Jesse's leaving. Good night, Jesse. Appreciate you being here. We're going to do our little prayer. Cheery weather. How you doing? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, let's see if we got another one. Cheery. I didn't get noticed my IT when the show started. That's what I'm telling you guys. YouTube is squashing me. They are squashing me. They're stomping this channel hard. Like I said, I just looked at the analytics and notifications. The number of views I get from notifications is very tiny. Most of my views come from people looking for my channel and see what the content is, browsing. So y'all got to check me out often. Only elders can hear. So I'm going to start sharing you out. Thank you, Tim. That's what helps. That's what helps. Share my videos. That'll help a lot. Lisa Haven has a historical side of reporting. They also have a secondary location report, things that YouTube doesn't approve of. That's right, but they get more views than I get. And they got a bigger channel. I'm telling you, they stomp me harder. I looked at several other platforms that cover the same topics, and some of them go more over in areas that YouTube don't like than I do. They don't use as much code words. I think they take a lot of chances. But when I look on views per subscriber, they're getting like 12 times more than I get. I'm being stomped hard on this platform. That's why I really appreciate some thumbs ups, guys. I've got 191 in the room, only 173 thumbs up. So some of you guys don't want to give me a thumbs up. If you don't want to give me a thumbs up, if you don't like what I'm covering, say so in the chat room. Tell me what you don't like. What is it you don't like about my coverage, my platform, my style? You don't like me. Why am I not getting thumbs up? Why is that? I like to hear from people. If you're unhappy, tell me about it. I like to see what is sticking in your craw, what's making you unhappy. Every video I do seems to be getting people unsubscribing. And I'm really curious to know why people are unsubscribing. So I can operate lots of equipment. I just wish I had mentors. Okay, Watchman. So I'll be really curious to see what it is that's sticking in some people's craw. Most of my subscribers love me and they love my content. But there's a few out there who just, I don't know, guys. So thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Got 190 in the room. We're still shy on. That means by this time, there's probably been 300 or 400 people through here tonight. But out of that number, because people will come here and watch for a little while, then they'll come off and others come in later. I found you through Rex. Awesome, Trident. Greg, I remember you did a night stream video hearing all night critters. Yeah. Maybe I should do that again, but I'm not sure that helps me with the algorithms on here. You get too far off from your topic, it kind of works against you. But I've done that. I might do it again. Yeah, we used to do it a lot. YouTube is unsubscribing people, not the users themselves. Maybe some of that, but I'm shy on thumbs up. Okay, we're getting close now. We got 180. There's only 9 people in the room that hadn't gave me a thumbs up. Maybe they're not even watching. Maybe they're not even sitting at their turn. Well, some people, they're on maybe watching from TV or their phone. It might be hard to give a thumbs up. Yeah, they do that. YouTube does unsubscribe a lot of people. But I wonder sometimes when I'm getting thumbs down on some of my videos. So, but yeah, they are really squashing the platform here. They're squashing this channel. So any support you can give me really helps. Sharing my videos, share them on social media, through email or whatever, especially content. Let's go look at my channel. There's some content that really needs, people need to look at. Sinkoi, it's YouTube. There's so many problems. I had to reload 20 times yesterday. Oh my gosh. I get a few. I mean, when they're not getting, maybe 150 or give me thumbs down. According to YouTube deletes my like the list. Oh my gosh. Ellen's story. How you doing, Ellen? Sometimes just stuff runs in the background. On the background on my channel. So what is that, Ellen? Stuff just runs in the background. Is that stuff I'm doing? Anybody's got an objection or something you don't like, tell me. Say so. If I'm going to improve something, I need feedback. If it's something where maybe we're not understanding each other, we can discuss it. But we can't do that if we don't have a conversation. We can't have a conversation if you're not talking with me. Watch Tower. They've done that to me too. Oh, okay. So if anybody's got a complaint, throw it out there. I'm a big boy. I got thick skin. There are channels on here where if you say anything negative, they just delete you. I believe in freedom of speech. So I got thick skin. I'm not going to go crying if somebody comes in here and throws a rock at me. I might toss it back, but I'm not going to go crying. Anyway, all righty, guys. Let's see. Time to roll another one. Oh, all righty, guys. Let's. I'm going to show you some things y'all ought to look at. Hang on. Let me go back in there and pull up a couple things first. Let's go to. Maybe let's see here. Bing, bing, bing. Just a second. Let me go to YouTube, pull up my channel, and we will go to I gotta pull it up, guys. Give me a minute. All right, now I'm gonna come in here and do a share screen. Ding, ding, ding. We're gonna do our little prayer session, and we're gonna call it a night. We've been on here for a long time tonight. La 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 la. Here we go. All right, here's my channel, guys. At least this is how it looks when you go to it on the computer. Now, it should be that you would see me on this left side here. You should see. If you see that, it means we're live. Now, if they're not showing you that, I don't know what. Sometimes you can maybe have to hit show more. There may be more channels live. Canadian Prepper's not live. He don't ever go live. Oop, I didn't try. I wasn't wanting to go to Canadian Prepper. Holy smoke! Hello, Nate, Canadian Prepper. I'll give him a shout out while we're at it. Okay. So this is all my latest videos that I've uploaded, not the live sessions. They don't show live sessions here anymore. They used to, but you really ought to watch. This only had 1,700 views, guys. I did it a week ago. Survive an EMP grid down. This is a video you really need to watch. And this is a video from yesterday. But this one has got a lot of good content in it. You really need to watch that. A lot of what to do, how to do it. And these videos, only 1.9 thousand have watched this one. These videos go into great detail about this and starts out with what is radiation. Gives you a lot of details about how to shield it. And this one gets more into the details of what to do. This one ought to have more views than this one, but you really need to understand the preliminaries. This is a nuclear bug out video, and it ought to have more than 5,000 views on it. And here I am with Stacy Zavicki, and we're doing, we had 2 videos, what to do in the first 24 hours and the second 24 hours. Yes, this guy's talking about the detection gear. This guy's Craig, what's his name? He sells this stuff. He actually was a vendor at my first Power Grid Defense Conference, and I got a bunch of this stuff from him. This is the guy talking about some small modular nuclear reactors. This is not a long playlist. I don't have a ton of stuff in here. Nuclear 9/11 with Dr. Pry. This is when he was still alive, guys. So that's a good one to watch. And then worm farming. This is my vermiculture playlist. I need to take out some of these older videos. They're not really breaking news anymore, but if you scroll right, I don't know, I think they only put so many things there. I need to clean this out some. But I've left this video on the left just because it's so important. Safe zones, bug out locations. That's a good one to watch, guys. You should watch this. Filter and sanitize water. You can only live 3 days without water. This is very important. Why you need a community or tribe to survive. This is winter wilds. You know, how to eat free from the weeds in the tree, even in the wintertime, guys. And I got various videos in here. A lot of them are wild edibles, different things in this playlist. Some EMP stuff, microgreens, aquaponics, gardening videos. All right, there's some frogs right there. It's a 9-hour video, but I also got this on the Serenity Soothing Sounds, another channel I got called Serenity Soothing Sounds. That, and I got rain on my barn loft, and I got this blackened out on the black screen on Serenity Soothing Sounds. Alrighty, guys. You can also hit, you can find any video you want to find by clicking there. Like you can see the Chan Thomas video. I did. I actually calculated how many Hiroshima-sized bombs it would take to evaporate 600 feet of seawater. I did that, and it is right there. Oh, that's a video we did last night. Now, so you can come up here into live sessions. That will list my live sessions. Or if that's what we're doing now. If you just want to see all my videos, I don't think live sessions aren't included here anymore. They used to be. All the videos I posted, you can click on that and you can just scroll down, 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 down. I got, I don't know. Well, you know, I've got maybe, I don't know how many videos I got, maybe 1,500 or more, maybe more. I have to check. A lot of videos on here, guys. Drowning in a drought. Why did that video not get more views? Poking the Dragon. I'm surprised that didn't get many views. A great thumbnail. I thought that was one of my best thumbnails, but it didn't do me much good. Stop all hypersonic missiles. Now, who else comes on here and tells you how to do that? Yeah, this I actually sing in this video. Fox fear pox porn. I've created a song just for that video, guys. There I am with man, I'm getting so much brain lock these days. I think I'm getting senile, guys. Arthur Bradley, Dr. Arthur Bradley. There's Glenn Rhodes. He is the operations manager for the EMP task force and National Homeland Security. David Pine, he's the deputy to this guy. Tommy Waller, he's with Secure the Grid Foundation. Yeah, this is the video that later Dennis Quaid came to narrate. This is about that video before they made it. I got the producer of that video on here. Dennis Quaid narrates this actual video when it came out. That's before they got Dennis Quaid lined up. Hey, Goldbacks, check out Goldbacks, guys. And here is Putin shaking hands with you know who, the Klaus of House of Klaus Schlauber. All right, guys, check these videos out. I'll stop the share. Oh yeah, you can go to greengregs.com. Testimonials for opening worms. I'll be back selling worms here in a couple of weeks, I hope. But if you want to donate to me, you can always hit the buy worms button here. You can hit it here. You can also see a lot of my wild edibles videos here. Not all of them, but a whole lot of them. There's a list of vermiculture videos that tells you from everything you need to know, basically. Not all my vermiculture videos in here, but there's everything you need to know, basically, right here in the order you need to know it. So, but if you want to help me, either click here or here, it's buy worms or donate. You can come down through here. These buttons are disabled, but donate button is still enabled. Greengregs.com. And I got a Rumble channel, which I need to put some content on. And I got some other YouTube channels. I don't have the tabs open right now, so we're not going to go there. And Galactic Gregs is one of my. Let's stop the share. Go along here. Nightman's wife. Did you just look at some of your live videos? It's like flea market videos don't break 1K views. No, that's one reason I don't do too many of them. I would stop doing them since they're low views. Yeah, I seldom do those. I seldom do them. I used to do them every week, but I didn't do. You're not going to see many on here because that actually pulls the channel performance down. And YouTube won't recommend you. When you got videos that don't have a lot of views, YouTube don't recommend you. They recommend you a lot less when you got stuff like that. So it hurts the channel to cover stuff that don't get viewed. You got any videos on nuggets, Greg? That's another thing this channel doesn't like. This platform, excuse me. I got nuggets, but I'm real reluctant to do videos on them. I'll have to make them demonetized from the get-go. I like to do some on just smoke poles, the one that you load from the muzzle end. That would be some fun stuff. Well, I'm the only stoner in the chat, though. Because of my faith, I do not fear the Creator. Because of my faith, I know I am saved. Okay, J Mac. The Watchman Jesus is the ultimate authority. All right. A lot of people getting burned out. You can only run full tilt for so long. Something relaxed and happy would be a nice change. Well, I do something. Twitter, no, I don't do anything on Twitter. I've subscribed to it. I don't even remember how to log back into it. It's all short format. I mean, I don't get, it's hard to get anything more than a sound bite out of Twitter. So yeah, maybe I need to figure out how to log back into it. I don't even remember my password. So I have to look it up or try to figure out a way to get back in. But I never posted anything on Twitter. I was subscribed to it. I was checking stuff, but I've never posted to it. Might one day. Maybe I need to. Impaired. Oh, well. All righty, guys. If you gain prayer requests, let us know now. We're going to say a prayer for, all right, well, I got 193 thumbs up. That helps. We'll pray for Kaylee. We're going to pray for Miss Mapley and New Day as always. Let's pray for, I still got to call him. We need to pray for Randy Blau, the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. His wife Susan made this rocket Santa for me. See, Santa Claus sitting on a rocket going to the moon. That was supposed to be me. So, and we got that's nice of Anton. That may not be true. Might be other stories didn't advertise their habits. What did Anton say? Dooley, nugs. That's right, nugs. So something everyone can do is plan a video right before they go to sleep and let them play. There you go. That helps bring the numbers up. Or just turn it on and walk. If you got chores to do, just let it play while you're doing your chores. All right, let's see here. Dreamy Elvis. Look at planes sometimes there. Yeah, he does show that. A 50-year-old lady. No, nada about planes, but still looking case. There you go. There's something weird going on. There you go. World peace and discernment. That's something to pray for. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to tell you how to pray. We're not a religious channel, but I do believe in the power of prayer. And if you don't believe in the power of prayer, a moment of silence is golden. Greg, my old school buddy, is a world of hurt. His dad, brother, and his mother passed away. Okay, we can pray for your old school buddy, Eric. World peace and discernment. Discernment is very important. That's one thing we're lacking in the world today. All right, buddy's cool. All right, let's say a brief prayer here. Everybody pray according to your own faith. And if you're not into praying, like I said, a moment of silence is golden. Amen. Well, to recap, we did have some good news tonight. Good news is too hard to pass. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chewy Weather. Pray for Chewy Weather, guys. I meant to mention him. He's had 2 strokes. Is disabled. Pray for Anton. You pray for these people tonight when you go to bed too. Why don't we do this? Because we're family. That's when we do this. We get, I got, a lot of the same people coming in here from these chats, and, we develop a camaraderie in here. We're family. Pray we keep our minds in check. Try to keep good thoughts. There you go. 19 days out of the past 49. Wow. That's right, Nightman's wife. Amen. Amen. All right, guys, roll. Tell us where you're from. And we're going to call it a night. Tell us where you're from, guys. Just kind of give us where you're from. Tony, Alabama here. Y'all pray for Chewy big time. He's always in here. He did come in tonight. He was here for a little while. Maybe he's still here. Well, we missed you, Granny. Not seen much of you. We've been on for 114 minutes. We're almost 2 hours tonight, guys. I cannot take a speck out of your eye. Can I not take the speck out of your eye? Oh. Australia. Hey, Scooby Snacks. How you doing? Lee, there you go. The church of the day will hide behind, not judge me because they want to have free sin. Ew. Decatur, Illinois, northern Minnesota, Hillsboro, Oregon, Texas, Trenton, Gainesville, Florida. Hey, Nightman's wife. I'm gonna have to look for your email. It's been a few weeks, and maybe hope it ain't lost down the river because I still need to call you. You might want to shoot me another email, Nightman's wife, just in case, so I can find it quicker. Jupiter, Florida, Louisville for a little bit longer, northern Maine. Some of that good news is going to be horrible for many people. Don't understand how people can celebrate others going. The good news I was talking about was the IRS agents not getting funded. That's the good part of that. The other good news is that the boycotts are working. I'm going to tell you guys that activism works. I hate stolen valor. Okay, Anton. True. All right, guys, roll Minnesota. All righty, guys. Hey, I want to thank all of you that gave me super chats tonight. That really helps. That helps a lot. Chewy said anything? Are you still with us tonight, Chewy? There he is, Hillsboro, Oregon. Chewy's still with us. Northern Minnesota for Space Girl. Good to see you, Space Girl. Yeah, see, there's good news on that. Again, thank you, super chatters. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Just remember, if you're not giving me a thumbs up, throw me one on your way out. We're up 202. That helps. Have no fear. Big Al is here. There you go, Al. Love you, Greg, bro. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, Eric, weren't you in? Is that you? I saw a couple of y'all tonight over in. What's his name? Geez, I'm having brain lock a lot tonight. And no profanity. Amen. No profanity. What's that channel I was watching tonight? I saw some of you guys in there tonight. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank y'all for being company. Thank y'all for being family. Just remember that as light dispels dark, love dispels hate. Go out and shine your love light in the world. And with that, I'm gonna say big helping of gratitude to all of you. Thank y'all so much. And finally,